So basically we are going to study today about the grid layout and how we can arrange items in a grid. So this is a very fundamental part of the CSS layouts, a very crucial cornerstone of the design of a web page is you can assign elements in a grid. So in the grid you can see that they are visually arranged in an aesthetic way and it looks good, as well as in the mobile view you can say it rearranges itself and makes it more responsive. So let's talk about how we can create a web page responsive. So first of all, I created a simple CSS and an HTML file. So first of all, I created this HTML file and I declared basically I linked it to an external CSS file called grid CSS, and in the body I basically created a div called its class is container. So essentially what I'm trying to do is I have placed another div in the bottom. I have added 4 divs. So the nested div is your item 1. So basically what this does is you can see that there is an image tag inside it also, and inside this image tag we have declared the source, etc., and I have defined the item. So by adding the 4 items you can see that this is basically a simple HTML div division container. Now when you look at the CSS file, now if you look inside the CSS file, and we have created, this is the CSS file, we have created a class called container and the display is grid. So we basically created 2 rows and 3 columns and we gave it 50 pixel each, and then we added the container, and inside the container we added another property called the item 1. So what we did is we are giving the row and column a specific position of each item. So the first column is first column and the row is the first row. So that will display the first coffee picture. So the second item 2 is that we are assigning it a simple value, a value of like over here we are assigning it a column value. So it is the second column and the first row. So as you can see we are giving it now the item 3 is placed on the first column and the second row like a matrix, and the item 4 is placed on the second column and the second row. So basically this is how you make the CSS, and when you're done with this you attach this, you link this CSS to your HTML page. So by giving the relative position of each item on the page we can show that the container class has these items, and these items have, each of them have their individual positions, and the x and y axis, suppose the x and y, the x are the rows and y are the columns. So first of all we show the position of the rows and the columns to display where the items will be displayed in the grid.